So Lando, news we had that Daniel Ricciardo's obviously leaving the team a year early.
Yeah.
You seem to get on really well as a partnership. So what's your reaction?
Yeah, we have. I think it's obviously been tough. You know, we've between both of us and what we want as racing drivers, we want to be at the front. We want to be winning races and podiums. So it's been a tough couple of years, but at the same time, it's been very enjoyable. You know, like you said, we've got along very well. We've constantly tried to help each other. You know, he's helped me in many ways, and I've helped him in many ways. And he makes it very enjoyable. He's a teammate which is like that. You know, I guess you have sometimes teammates who are very closed off and don't want to talk or whatever. But we've had a lot of good moments and good memories and good laughs, which is always makes your life a lot more enjoyable within Formula One. But yeah, it's always sad, you know. It just shows how tough Formula One is, how tough it is to perform at the level you got to be at. But I have a lot of respect for him and what he's achieved already in his Formula One career and so on. And I'm sure it's not over for him. I'm sure there's a plan B for next year. So hopefully I look forward to racing against him next year.
Awesome. And looking ahead to this weekend, you should have got pole here last year, so we know you're quicker around here.
Should have.
What are your expectations around this place?
Probably lesser than last year, just because the car's not as fast. But it's a track I love. I really enjoy. I think every person on the grid probably enjoys this track, so I look forward to it. Weather's always a good challenge. It's going to rain tomorrow, I think, but maybe not so much on Saturday and Sunday. So hopefully we can just get a race in on Sunday. I think that'll be a good start for everyone. So yeah, just a new challenge again, many differences, but I look forward to it all.
So Carlos, how was your summer break, and what kind of things were you and the team trying to identify and things that you want to really work on after a kind of up and down first half of the season?
Yeah, it's been up and down, especially for me. I think that the first half of the season, first few races were quite tricky. Then we improved a lot, and I felt a lot more at home in the car recently. But still, the results have been tricky to get for a reason or another. I think as a team, we identified where we need to get better already. We do our due diligence, we do our analysis. We are the first ones to be in closed doors, self-critical and autocritical to see where we can improve, and we put things in place and things that we want to improve and targets for this second half that I'm sure we can achieve, because the team is perfectly capable. I am capable, and we can get better.
What are those targets in the second half of the year? And I guess Spa here hasn't always been a kind place to you, as you, I think a couple of years you didn't even start the race.
I've no idea why this track has been so bad to me, because I've always been really quick. Even before Formula One, it was my most successful track to get wins in other categories. And since I arrived to F1, it's very weird to have a did not start, and I already have 2 or 3 here, which is not even start the race, and so weird. And there's something going on there that we need to get better. And hopefully it comes all of a sudden in one time, in this weekend in Spa. But things to target, is just try to win as many races as possible and see where that takes us at the end of the year.
Hi Yuki, how are you doing?
All good, thanks.
Did you have a lovely holiday, and how much did you need the break?
Yeah, I enjoyed the holidays, and a bit of combine between training and a bit of relaxing time. I'm happy how I spent, and feeling ready for it. And of course, if I have more summer break, that'll be good. But I unfortunately have to start now. But feeling ready for it. So that's main important thing. Yeah.
Time to go back to work.
Yeah.
When you look back at the first half of the season, how are you going to sort of change perhaps how you approach the second half? What have you learned?
Well, I learned a lot of things, and I think main thing was I was progressing every single races. So that's the main thing. Was really good at that. So I just want to keep that progression. And consistency also, especially setup. We tried a lot in this first half of the season, and pretty much we experienced everything. So we just wanted to put it all together in second half to have more consistent results, and hopefully we can be back at the kind of phase that we're scoring the points like 5 times in a row in the first half season. Yeah.
When you said about different setups, are you kind of settled on one now, or are you still going to be experimenting a bit in the second half?
Well, I think we experienced pretty much everything. Well, of course not everything, but in most of it, and especially a good example was Hungary. We split the cars in the race, and we saw interesting data from there. So we keep trying, but at the same time, we need to be more consistently to score points, because we didn't score points as we want in this first half, and currently we are P8 or P9 or P7 around there in the team championship. So, and we're aiming for P5 in team championship. So, to achieve that, we need a points. So, time to put it all together, and hopefully that will bring us up a good result in the end of the season.
Hey Valtteri, loving the hat. I want to take credit for it, because I think I told you should brand it up.
You asked, I delivered.
Tell me you're selling them in the fan zone. Are you selling them?
Not in the fan zone, but everyone can buy online actually. So you can find it from my Instagram.
There you go, there's the advert. Looking good. Do you have a nice holiday?
Very nice, pretty active. So actually went pretty quickly. But yeah, batteries are full for the rest of the year.
Well, that is great news, because there's still a way to go. How did the upgrade, whichever way you want to refer to it, perform in Hungary, and how's it going to sort of progress from now on?
I think it definitely helped us. You know, it's so close in the midfield, and we've got new front and rear wing for this weekend, which is mainly more like a low downforce setup, but should be okay. And we still have some bits to come later, but it was definitely crucial to have something as the others are improving as well. And main thing now is, you know, this is more or less the package we have, and we need to make it last. You know, we need to finish the races and get rid of the reliability issues, and that way we can be scoring points consistently.
So the upgraded bits that you're bringing this weekend, we'll see them on the car the whole time, or it's just for this particular track?
I think it's at least for this race and Monza. So it's more to do with the long straights.
Okay. And just looking back over the first half of the season, you mentioned the sort of reliability issues. What good do you take from that first half of the season on a positive note?
It was definitely positive for us as a team. Like where the team came from the last couple of years has been pretty tricky, and now back to scoring points. And yeah, it's good to see. So it is positive start, and it's only the beginning. So yeah, it's a good base to build from.